Welcome, welcome, Linda. Welcome, Aida, to this. Well, I would like to pretend that we're all together here at the Soraya. Can we pretend that we're like sitting
I
here
wish
in
we were all in my
person?
living room drinking tea and
Oh,
having some tea
even
thing.
better.
I wish
Even
we
better,
were.
Linda. I would love that. So vamos a hacer de cuenta como que estamos en la casa de Linda tomándonos un tecito, ¿no, Aida? Y
Bueno,
platicando.
estaría
¿Sí?
padre. Sí.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Man, I'm so happy. I just want to say that I'm very happy to be here with you, to be in your presence of both of you. Aida Cuevas, I mean,
And I'm
you're a
thrilled
queen.
because I'm a huge fan of both Aida and you, Marisol. Huge
Thank you,
fan.
Linda. You, Linda, of course, our queen that we get to
Ay,
celebrate today.
Aida
We
is
get
the
to
queen of the ranchera. She inherited the crown from Lola Beltran.
ay,
She's
gracias. Ay, gracias, qué linda.
love
Gracias,
that.
linda.
How are you doing, Linda? How's it going? How are you?
not too bad. Things haven't changed very much for me. I don't go out very much anyway. So with COVID, I stay home. Every day is Groundhog Day again.
Yeah, how's it? How have you been passing your time in quarantine and all that?
Well, we're putting out a documentary about the Sensontless. You know about the Sensontless?
Yeah, of course. I love Los
I love
Ensontles.
them.
I admire their
I do
work.
too.
Yes,
So that's coming out. So I've been busy with that.
that's so cool. Yeah, I saw that in the documentary in your documentary of your life. They were playing and
Yeah.
we've had the pleasure to share the stage with them. I love what they do, and I gotta come up and visit the Ensontles and visit you.
Well, you could. We could go over there and have a lot of fun. We have to wait till the masks come off. You can come see me without a
Yes,
mask. But the
yes.
Sensontless aren't open until the masks are gone. Everything by distance now, like everybody else.
I know, I know. We have to keep distance right now. Y Aida, ¿cómo estás? How are you doing, Aida? ¿Cómo te sientes?
Contenta de verlas, Linda María. Hi.
Hi,
I am very glad to see you again.
me too.
Para mí es una de las cantantes mejores que ha habido en este mundo, en este planeta. Y me honra mucho estar ahora platicando con ustedes para hacerle un pequeño tributo de parte de nosotras, Marisol, con todo nuestro cariño.
Oh, Marisol, you're so good.
Why? I'm, I'm just happy. I'm happy that we get to play music. I'm happy that we get to honor you. And I mean, you sang so many beautiful songs. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't hard to. Well, I guess it was hard to choose between so many
There's so many
amazing songs
beautiful
that you've
songs.
recorded in your life.
Mexican songs are so
You
much
know?
better than the songs I was getting in English. I kept saying, I get a song, I go, I knew a better song when I was 4. I remember when I was a kid, and I knew there were better songs.
What are the songs that you most remember, or that your favorite songs from your childhood?
Oh, I love the trio
That-
Calaveras, and I love the trio Tariacuri. My tongue isn't working today. And I loved Lola Beltran, Chabela Vargas. I love her. And
Oh,
Amalia Mendoza. They were the ones that I listened to.
Yo la conocí hace casi 20 años a Linda, en donde participamos en un evento que estaba Linda, Lila y yo. Y le hacíamos tributo a esas grandes. Y ahí fue donde tuve la oportunidad de escucharla cerquita cantar y de saber el gran ser humano que es.
Aida was saying that she remembers when she met you, when you performed together with Lila and Aida, and you were celebrating Amalia Mendoza. ¿Quién estaban?
Era Lola, Amalia y no recuerdo quién.
Lucha
Eran
Reyes.
tres,
Lucha Villa.
creo que Lucha Villa.
Lucha Reyes.
Lucha Rey.
Lucha Reyes, claro.
Ah, okay.
I love her.
Amalia Mendoza, Lucha Reyes y Lola
And
Beltrán.
Aida taught us how to sing it. She
Sí.
showed us how to sing.
Ella nos enseñó
Oh,
a cantar.
man.
No. Tú cantas hermoso. Ese disco de canciones de mi padre, que tanto lo agradecemos porque realmente nos das una cátedra de cómo cantar con el corazón, cómo hacer falsetes. Wow, es una joya.
It was hard. A lot of those songs I didn't even ever listen to records of. I just heard my family singing them. So I had to do a lot of woodshedding to try to catch up before I recorded. I didn't know, I knew the songs to sing a harmony or part of a chorus, you know, but I never knew where to find all the lyrics and stuff like that when I was a little kid. Like a song like A la orilla de un palmar. I'd only ever heard my grandfather sing it.
A la orilla de un palmar.
Yeah, I love that song. My family always sang it, but I didn't know how to find the words to find all the, you know, to do it professionally. We finally figured it out. We got the internet. We looked it up.
That's awesome. Me
Claro.
encanta cómo mencionas, me encanta que mencionas a Aida Cuevas, canciones de mi padre, because I feel the same way about canciones de mi padre, viéndolo desde mi perspectiva, ¿no? Like, creciendo acá en los Estados Unidos y conocer la música de Linda Ronstadt por medio de canciones de mi padre, ¿no? Like, for me, I met you, or I mean, I had heard your voice, of course, right? Through the hit songs, the pop songs, but it wasn't until I saw you like on an interview, and you were wearing like un vestido veracruzano, and you were singing or promoting canciones de mi padre, and that's where I first heard you. And I was a little kid, you know, I was listening to all that music too with my family, and those were my, like the music that I was learning how to sing en la casa, no, at home too. So that's how I got to your music first, no, and then it's when I started saying, oh, you know that you sing this and you're no good, and then it was also the do you remember you sang this song called an American Tale, Somewhere Out There?
Yeah.
And that was a hit. I heard that on the radio, but I was a kid and I watched the movie, and
It's a good movie.
I love the movie.
It's a sweet movie.
Quiero preguntarle a Linda, en 1987, considerada la diva del rock pop, ¿qué es lo que le hace o siente la necesidad de grabar canciones de mi padre? Es lo que quiero preguntar.
I can understand.
Okay.
But I can't speak back in Spanish. I have to speak back in English. The reason I wanted to do it was that because I had wanted to do it since I started singing. I'd wanted to record in Spanish, but the record company was never interested. By that time, I had enough hits that I could just tell them, this is what you're getting, take it or leave it. And I knew the songs were good. I thought the songs were much more beautiful than the songs that I was getting in English in American pop music. It was kind of during a lull there in the early 80s. And I just wanted to sing stuff that was really meaningful to me. I wanted to claim that part of my father. When we were kids, I thought Spanish was the language you sang in, and English was the language you spoke in. So I had to have that part of my singing style was really more influenced by Mexican music than it was by blues or black church, which is what most pop music is influenced by. So I had to learn it so that I could write on it, you know. I did my best. I tried to copy everybody that I loved. Everybody starts by copying.
Aida says that you became a queen with that album.
Well, I was trying to learn on the record. I always think I didn't sing very well on the record because I was just learning, but I got better when I got it on stage for a while. If you play it every night for a 4-month tour, you improve.
Man, how exciting was that to travel with a mariachi? So you were able to, so you did a tour with a mariachi. Were you playing like your pop?
Yeah, we were playing at regular venues, but we didn't know if anybody would show up because Mexicans don't buy tickets in advance. They're walk-up business. So the promoters would get to the town and the promoters would go, oh, we didn't sell any tickets, and we'd all be having a heart attack. And we'd get on stage and the place would be jammed, and it'd have 3 generations of people. It'd be the mom, the grandmother, and the children. They were all there. My people, they showed up. I was so happy. And, you know, it was just, they were the best audience I ever had. It was really great.
I mean, I feel because that like la música te hace eso, music make like that kind of music, right? Like mariachi music, rancheras, boleros. I mean, it brings out the life in you, I feel, you know? Like, I feel like it brings out emotions and it almost like makes a space for us to feel those things.
Makes you feel like you are where you are, and the emotion is so distilled, like the pain of it or the joy of it is so heavily concentrated in that kind of music. I just thought it was better than the music I was doing. And I'd always wanted to record in Spanish. I'd always, like I did a version of Blue Bayou in Spanish, We released it, but it wasn't done very well. I wrote down the words too early in the morning, and it sounded like a hermaphrodite in a time machine. I got all the genders and the tenses wrong. And then we wrote a song with my dad, Kenny Edwards, and I. We wrote the verses and the chorus, but then we got to the bridge. We were out of steam. We couldn't think of any more Spanish words, so we wrote that part in English. I was trying to do it all along, but I just didn't get any encouragement from the record company. But the record company, to their credit, when I finally put the record out, they tried to support it. They tried to promote it. They didn't know what to do. They said, we don't know how to sell a record like this, but they did. They sold it.
¿Qué le dirías a las nuevas generaciones? Tú que has logrado esa bicultural que hay, y que han crecido y que te han visto, ¿qué pensarían las nuevas generaciones? ¿O qué le diría ella a las nuevas generaciones?
I tell them to try to connect musically with the people they came from, their grandparents and their parents. See what is, and if you learn the traditions, you can learn to break them if you want to. But you can't break them very well if you didn't learn them to start with. And kids, when they, like the Sensontes, when they learn those deep traditions of the music, the dancing and the singing and the playing, all three, when they grow up later, they have music they can use to celebrate their lives and express their emotions and socialize with their friends and reconnect to their grandparents. If they want to change the music and make it different when they're older after they learn the tradition, they can do it, have the musical tools for it. And music doesn't always have to be for performing. There's private music that's just for people at home. Everybody should sing their own music, and then you have people that go on the stage and perform, and they're the heroes. They're sort of models that you can follow, but it shouldn't keep you from having your own private music at home.
I feel like that, así me la paso con mi hija. I feel like that's how I'm with my daughter. I have a 4-year-old daughter, y pues she's growing up here in the United States, and of course she's influenced by the cartoons and the music and the things that she watches, and I'm always like on the side just trying to like, hey, like vamos a cantar una canción acá con la jarana. I want to teach her, and sometimes she's like,
teach her the
Mom,
jarana. That's important.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to, but she's 4, so I'm trying to like get her into it, but it's difficult. But I think it's like a mission for me as a parent, not to share with her traditional music and for her to understand that. Para mí ese es como my love language, ¿no? Ese es como mi forma de hablar is through music and through traditional music.
Right.
And
she'll get it. They absorb it, and then they apply it in ways that are surprising to you, that you wouldn't think they would use it. But it's really important for them to hear that at the beginning. When I had my big show out with my big Mexican show out with the dancers and everything like that, I felt really proud of them. The little girls that were seeing a role model from American music were seeing Madonna at that point. It was very good, and she's a wonderful performer, and she's lots of fun. But there's more than that. And the art dancers had this kind of modesty, but were plenty sexy. They keep their eyes down. They put their eyes up, and their eyes would be so beautiful they just knock you out, So I was very proud to show that as an alternate role model for those little girls. See that they had something from their own culture that was special.
Creo que es muy importante lo que dijiste, Marisol, de que la educación empieza por casa. El amor a nuestra música y a nuestras tradiciones empieza por casa. Yo siempre lo digo, para que nosotros, los mexicanos, los que vivimos en la ciudad, queramos nuestra música, tenemos que empezar desde la casa a enseñarles quién fue Lola Beltrán, quién fue Lucha Reyes, quién fue Jorge Negrete, etcétera. Porque yo tengo 2 nietos a los que les canto y les estoy enseñando Jalisco no te rajes y todas esas canciones para que vayan creciendo con ese amor que debe ser.
Ay, sí. Y tú también, Aida, like compartir toda tu trayectoria and all that, it's like, it's una inspiración,
Gracias.
both of you, like, and I feel like I'm in like both worlds are together, and I'm just loving both of your presences, because like here, like Aida Cuevas, an amazing Mexican mariachi singer, and Linda equal, like, pero also you showed us a lot what you can do in pop music and country music, and I'm actually going to sing some of those songs you recorded in
You can do it too.
the album Don't Cry Now.
Oh, yeah.
That album that you did, Don't Cry Now?
Yeah.
I just I love the title because I feel like I'm constantly fighting myself to not cry about
Right.
everything.
I
You know?
cry about stuff. Let me tell you a story
So
about my dad in No Te Rajes. I had
yeah.
my dad during World War II was in the Army, and he was having his basic training in Massachusetts, and they were marching, to practice for the war. And they were marching out in farmland, and he looked over in the field and he saw a bunch of Mexican migrant workers, and it was way down in the fall. It was really cold, and they were dressed in cotton. They weren't dressed very warmly. And he recognized from their hats that they were from Jalisco. And so from his platoon marching along, he yelled out, "Ay, Jalisco, no te rajes." And they took their hats off and they stood at attention while they walked by. He made them remember where they were from, made them connect to where they were from. And that's the way I always felt about when the mariachi starts playing. I go, that reaffirms who I am. Makes me proud to be where I'm from.
Pues realmente ha sido muy difícil. De unos 25 años para acá, ya tengo 45 cantando, pero ha sido difícil el apoyo que se nos da a la mujer que canta música ranchera. Quizá el machismo, quizá el malinchismo, pero hay que seguir adelante. Creo que somos una inspiración para las nuevas generaciones y debemos echarle todas las ganas para que nuestra música trascienda y nosotras como mujeres también lleguemos a ocupar un lugar en la historia de la música ranchera.
Well, it was kind of a struggle because, it was hard to be on the road with all guys all the time. I started swearing like a sailor, Yeah, really. But, the great luxury was that I was able to hire a girl to sort of help me with wardrobe and packing and stuff like that. And to have two women on the road, that gave us an edge. It was good. In those days, there weren't any girl musicians. There was Carol Kay that was a studio player. She was a bass player. She played with the Beach Boys. But female musicians were rare. And there weren't that many female vocalists. It was the boys' club. I put the Eagles together as a band to be my backing band, but they were so good. They found each other right away. They found each other as songwriters. And there was no holding them back. I just said, go with it. You gotta, I gave them work until they got their record deal and they took off and it was really great. It was fun to see that happen. I've got a question for Aida. Did you grow up in the city or the country?
En la Ciudad de México.
When did you know you were going to be a singer? How old were you when you knew you were going to sing?
3 años de edad.
Yeah, that's right. Me too. I bet you were that way. When did you know you were going to sing, Marisol?
You know what? I like ever since I can remember, all I wanted to do was be a singer. So I can't say what age, but that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted ever since, I never wanted to be a ballerina or a doctor. No,
me neither.
Yo quería ser cantante. That's just, and I could never stop. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was just going to, whether I was going to sing busking on the street or on a stage, I just wanted to sing.
And when I was in first grade, I got all A's except for I got a D in arithmetic. And I looked at my report card and I said, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be a singer. I won't need arithmetic. I was wrong about that. A little arithmetic.
Y yo reprobé música, imagínate.
I just wanted to hear music. That's all I cared about.
The same. That's all I wanted to do.
Were people in your family musical, Aida?
Mi madre cantaba muy bonito, no era artista. Tuve un padre que su hermano cantaba ópera.
Oh,
y
really?
mi abuela materna tocaba piano y tocaba violín y cantaba muy bonito.
Good. So classical music. I love classical music.
Pero no profesionales.
I love opera.
También ha cantado ópera, ¿verdad? Linda ha cantado ópera.
Oh yeah, you did. You sang opera too.
Not very
Linda?
well. I sang La Bohème, but not very well. I sang Pirates of Penzance. That was operetta. It was a little bit better. But I tried really hard to sing La Bohème. I didn't feel like I succeeded. But I love learning the part because I got to know the characters. And so when I go and see it on the stage now, I feel like I'm seeing old friends coming home. I think sometimes you learn more from failure than you can from success.
A mí me pasó algo similar. Yo me llamo Aida porque mi papá escuchaba ópera. Le gustaba mucho la ópera de Verdi. y me puso Aida, pero no sabía que iba a ser ranchera.
Well, Lola Beltran loved rancheras. She loved it. No, not Lola Beltran.
Sí.
The beautiful opera singer, Maria Callas. She loved the rancheras.
María Calas.
She used to say she loved them. She used to listen on the radio when she was in Texas. She loved the style. I'm sure she heard Lola Beltran. You could have sung. You could sing opera. I bet you have a beautiful voice. You have a rich voice. You could sing opera. Did you ever try to sing opera, Aida?
Sí, mis estudios de canto es del bel canto desde los 11 años. Y he tratado de cantar el O mio babino caro,
Yeah,
un bel
that's
di
right.
Vedremo, ajá, pero más o menos.
What's your favorite opera?
Madame Butterfly me gusta.
Oh, I love that. I love Puccini.
Sí,
I love
Puccini.
Traviata.
Ajá.
Did you ever have voices as Marisol?
You know what? I didn't take voice lessons. I learned from the musicians on Olvera Street.
Yeah, that's what
Los señores ahí. They taught me the songs and I mean, y con sus regaños, they'd like scold me. Oh, you're singing too lazy. Like sing louder. They ain't gonna hear you. You know. So like that was my school.
Yeah.
And then like in community college, I tried to take a class and I got a D in it because I couldn't like do the technical part, you know, like it was like open your eyes, don't breathe with your, you know, like, and don't fidget your hands. And I was like, how can I sing like this? Like, how am I supposed to be controlled, you know? And saqué un 6, la única clase que tuve de canto y saqué así, pasé de panzazo, pues, you know, like, no The teacher, she'd say like, I don't care if you've been singing all your life, you're gonna get a D here because you're not doing it right, you know.
The voice exercises
It was
are
cool
good,
to learn.
though.
It was cool to learn a few things about like breathing and right, like singing in ways that you don't hurt yourself. Pero yeah, my school is like the street, you know, the musicians on the street.
Sí, acá.
Do you know what we're gonna sing,
No.
Linda, for the? Do you want us to tell you?
Yeah,
what we
tell me.
chose? Okay. Well, I chose to sing 2 songs off the Don't Cry Now album.
That's an old record.
It is, but man, it's because I love that record.
I'm glad.
I love the cover. I love your face. I love the title. Did you title that record? Like, was it?
Well, it was from
why
the
did you?
song. J.D. Souther wrote the
Oh,
song.
okay. I love it, and so I chose Silver Threads and Golden Needles.
Oh, great.
And we've been jamming at rehearsal with it, and it's been a lot of fun to sing that because it's not a style that I sing either, like usually. So I feel like I'm trying to step out of my own, right? Like,
You know who I learned
to
it from?
interpret you.
I learned it from Dusty Springfield.
Oh,
She sang
well,
the
I learned
original.
it from you.
And I sang it with my brother and my sister. They sang harmony on it.
Oh man, that's so cool. I love that song. I love the lyrics.
I do too.
And I chose Desperado. I love how you sang that song. And
Oh, good.
I feel like you were so young at that time, but you were singing this song that just had a lot of like, I don't know, like someone that's lived life, you know?
Well, I learned that from Don Henley, and I there was a kind of an etiquette where when somebody writes a song, they put it out first. You got to wait till they're done. But I couldn't wait. I had to have it. So I made him give it to me.
It's a gorgeous
Beautiful
song,
lyrics.
man. Yes, and melody. It's just magical when lyrics and melody can just come together and turn into something so powerful.
Yeah, he
I've
had a
been
lot of influence.
having trouble singing it, like getting through the whole song, you know, without crying.
He had a lot of influence from Ray Charles. Don Henley did. I always thought that'd be a good song for Ray Charles to sing.
That's
We played poker a lot, so there were a lot of poker references. We used to play poker on the bus. I always won because I don't drink. So everybody would play poker, they get drunk. I'd win. I'd win their houses, their cars, because I was sober.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Por el vínculo que tengo del mariachi, voy a cantarle a Linda Por un amor. Que
Oh,
la
I love
canta
that song. Oh, I love it.
hermoso. Oh, Voy a cantar Tú, solo tú.
I
Tú,
love that too.
solo tú. Uy. Los Laureles.
Oh, I love that.
Buenísima.
Sí. Voy a cantar de Cuco Sánchez, Arrieros Somos.
I
Y
don't know
voy a
that song.
cantar con Marisol, vamos a cantar Rogaciano el Guapanguero.
Wait, she's going to sing with you?
Ay. What?
What are you going to sing
Juntas.
together? What are you going to sing?
We're gonna sing Rogaciano el Guapanguero
Oh, I love
together
that
with the
song.
mariachi.
That was the first wapango I ever heard. It was the first wapango I had the words to, because, you know, remember Pan Bimbo used to put out the little songbook that had the lyrics. We got our hands on one once, and it had the lyrics of Rogaciano. That's how I learned it.
That's cool.
Pan Bimbo.
Yeah.
Terrible white bread.
Que se la aprendió por una libreta de Pan Bimbo que les llegó por allá
salían
y
las
tenía la
canciones.
letra de.
Ajá.
And we also we're gonna have a special guest, David Hidalgo, come and sing
Oh.
a song with me.
Oh, what are you going to sing?
We're gonna sing Somewhere Out There, and we made a very special arrangement with Cheche
Oh, my God.
Alara, who's also. Yeah,
Cheche
and we
Alara.
really. I hope you like it. I hope you like
Oh, I
it,
love
Linda.
it. I love you both.
I love that song, man.
I love it too. You know what I love that David
Thank
wrote?
you.
La Pistola y el Corazón. I got to sing that with him one time. It was a thrill of my life. I love David's playing. I love his singing.
It's
I
a
love his
gorgeous
songwriting.
song.
I have a crush on David. I hope I married him.
Same, like just such a gorgeous voice that he has.
Oh, he's so soulful and good. His guitar playing kills me too. Guitar playing is great.
Yes, yes.
See, he recorded with the Sensones. He's done a lot of recording with them. It was really great. Every time I took a musician to the Sensones to see them, they would see that they were doing the music right. And it was always an easy sell. It's harder to, you know, if you're just a regular person and expecting show business, it's different. But David
Yeah.
recognized the musical value right away. Took Raikudu there, the Chieftains, Jackson Brown. They all loved them.
I mean, it's beautiful work what Los Ensontles do. I follow them on Instagram, and I'm always seeing their videos and all the beautiful youth that's playing. You know, they're singing, they're playing percussion, tocando jaranas. Aida, Los Ensontles es un grupo en el norte de California y dan clases y talleres a jóvenes. Es un grupo de música y tocan muchos estilos de música mexicana, de Michoacán, de Veracruz, de todo.
And they sing
Y
in
le
the
enseñan a los
indigenous languages
jóvenes.
too. They sing in Mixtec
Sí.
and whatever
En
the languages
Purépecha.
are.
I saw the girls sing a Pirecua
Pirecua.
a few weeks back. Mhm.
Pues ya se está acabando el tiempo y yo quiero agradecerle a Linda estos minutos que nos ha regalado de su valioso tiempo y sobre todo decirle que como mexicana agradezco que haya cantado como lo hizo, como una forma magistral, ese disco de canciones de mi padre. Para mí ha sido un privilegio conocerla, estrechar su mano, escucharla cantar, aprender de ella y decirle que la bendigo y que me siento muy orgullosa de haber compartido este tiempo. Te quiero mucho, Linda. Dios te bendiga.
Gracias, Aida. Gracias.
Gracias. Ay, está llorando Marisol. Yo también.
And everything. Oh, good. He made her cry. Must have
Qué
said something good.
bonito.
He'll have to translate now.
No, that she said that that she's just very thankful for the time that we've spent today, and that
And me
she
too.
thanks you for putting Mexican music, Mexican traditional music in such a high place.
Oh,
And
good.
for
Well,
sharing
thank you
it,
so
no?
much. That's a real great compliment coming from you because you're such a singer. Both of you.
Ay, me emociona porque I mean, like, qué hermoso, you know, like poder compartir en la música. I get emotional because it's like I get to share this moment with both of you, you know, and I just want to thank you, Linda, for your time with us and you know what, mostly just for sharing your voice with all of us and your music and your experience and your expression, you know, with all of us, and for us to be able to learn and to continue to share our culture, our music, and to explore ourselves, you know, and I thank you for teaching us and
Well, I
for
learned from you
gifting us.
too. I learned from both of you. If you come to San Francisco, you have to come for tea. You have to come
We
over.
will, we will.
If you come to
Aida.
San Francisco, Aida, you're invited to my house.
Aida, tenemos una cita de tomarnos un tecito con Linda, ¿ok?
Será un placer. Siempre es un placer ver a Linda y haber convivido tantas veces con ella. De verdad, creo que es una mujer que quiere a México y eso lo agradezco en el fondo de mi corazón. No nada más lo canta, lo viste y lo siente. Ay, te
Thank
queremos. Bravo,
We
Linda.
love you, Linda. Thank you so much.
Bravo.
Thank you, Aida. We hope you like the
Gracias,
performances,
Marisol.
okay?
Can't wait to see it. Bye.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, bye,
Stay
bye.
in touch. Hasta luego, Aida.
Dios las bendiga.